Welcome back to CBS Mornings. It is time for Talk of the Table, and we have a very special treat for you. As the country prepares to celebrate its 250th birthday next year, CBS News senior correspondent Norah O'Donnell is releasing a new book, We the Women, The Hidden Heroes Who Shaped America, tells the story of the unsung women in American history from 1776 all the way up until today. And it is available now for pre-order wherever you buy your books. Norah joins us right now for an exclusive sneak peek. Norah, good morning and congratulations,
Norah. Yay! Wow.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Great to see you.
It's good to see you too. So what made you want to write this book?
Oh my gosh, this was such a passion project. And of course, this big America's birthday celebration is coming up next year. And I must say, I love history. But, you know, in school, I did not learn a lot about women in history. You know, women in the American Revolution, women during the Civil War, women medical pioneers, women during World War I or World War II. And so this is a way to sort of uncover those heroes, share them with people, help us all fall in love with history again. And I like to think of these women as true revolutionaries. And had they been alive today, they would have all gone viral, for sure.
That makes sense.
Norah, I remember you telling me about this story, you know, when we were together a while ago. You've been working on this for quite some time. Talk about how you found these women, how you chose them, and the research that it took to make this happen.
It was a lot of research, but I have to tell you, it was such a treasure hunt to uncover these stories of these women in history who have changed the course of history. You know, women's stories were not considered important, and so their diaries, their letters were not saved. Luckily, there are a lot of, in the past few decades, historians that have focused on women's history, so we reached out to them. We did a lot of research, went deep into the archives to uncover these stories, and I think what you'll find is stories that inspire you, remind you that the courage of women have been integral into this idea that we the people, right, that's in the Constitution is really important now, that we the women. And so this retelling of history in some ways is what this book is about.
So let's talk about one of the women you profile. And this is actually a name I recognize because I'm a history buff, but Mary Katherine Goddard. She's an unsung hero of the Revolutionary War. Why did you want to profile her? And tell us what's so interesting about her.
Well, we're celebrating next year the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. And of course, there are 56 male signatories, but there's a woman's name on the Declaration of Independence. I never knew that. And it turns out it is Mary Katherine Goddard. And you can see she printed it. So there under John Hancock, we all know John Hancock, is Mary Katherine Goddard. And why? Because she was the postmaster in Baltimore when the British were approaching Philadelphia. The Continental Congress moved to Baltimore, and they asked her to print this. And remember, either putting your name on the Declaration of Independence then was considered treasonous and dangerous. And then, of course, in this book, we tell the story of what happened to Mary Katherine Goddard, and it might surprise you.
Norah,
That's a tease. I want to know what happened.
no doubt about it. Norah, you are a representation of what is possible. A woman that has led the way, not just for young girls, but for young boys as well. But specifically, I want to talk about young girls who may pick up this book and are looking in the mirror on a daily basis, and they don't know what they can accomplish. What would you say to them?
That anything is possible. That the story of creating a more perfect union, the greatest democracy in the world, has been driven by we, the women, and all people, truly, you know? It's not a perfect democracy, and it's a fight to continue to include more people, you know, to enfranchise more people in the voting process and more. But, like, there's women like Katherine Wright. Had she been a male, she would have been the third Wright brother. You know, Emily Warren Roebling. I know, Vlad, you know who that is since you walked the Brooklyn Bridge home. You know, when her husband was incapacitated, she largely built the Brooklyn Bridge. I mean, incredible story about her. So there are so many great stories. Dr. Mary Edwards Walker. Of all the Medal of Freedom awards that have been given out by the President of the United States, there's still only one woman, a surgeon, during the Civil War who has received the Medal of Freedom. And so I should say Medal of Honor, rather, Medal of Honor. And so just stories like that, I think if you're a little girl, you might think, oh, I'm discouraged. These women had such grit, such courage at times when they had very few rights. And I think for me, I mean, I was just like, every day I was like, holy cow, do I not know this story? Oh my gosh, I'm so inspired. I would put in my earbuds and write every morning and be like, this is awesome.
Yeah, well, I know years from now, maybe decades from now, there will be a follow-up to this book written by someone else, and for sure, your name will grace those pages.
Because you're awesome, Norah. We love you.
We love you, and congratulations.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to read it. It's out in February, but you can pre-order it, yeah.
All right, that's right. Norah said it. We the Women is out February 24th, but you can pre-order a copy wherever you like to get your books.